We've all felt it. That specific moment when you have plans to go out, plans you made weeks ago. Suddenly, you're praying they cancel. You're looking at your phone, one shoe on, bargaining with the universe. And when that text finally comes through, saying, "Hey, can we reschedule?" you don't feel disappointed. You feel a wave of relief that is better than anything. But here is what nobody is telling you about that relief. It is actually a warning sign. It's a sign your brain has switched into a survival mode that is quietly destroying your life. And if you don't switch it off, you might never get your friends back. Let's be honest about what this looks like. It's 5:30 p.m. on a Friday. You've had a long week. You're standing in your living room, staring at the door. You know you should go. You know you like these people. But your body feels heavy. Not just tired heavy. There's this tightness in your chest. This calculation running in the back of your mind. Is it worth the Uber? Is it worth putting on real pants? Is it worth the small talk? And then the notification pops up. They canceled. And instantly, physically, your shoulders drop. The tightness vanishes. You order the pizza. You turn on Netflix. You feel safe. But then, it is 9:30 p.m. The show is over. And that safety starts to feel like something else. It feels hollow. It feels like you are watching your life happen from behind a glass wall. This is the loop so many of us have been stuck in for years. And until now, we didn't know why we couldn't break it. First, we need to take a breath and acknowledge something important. You are not a bad friend. You are not lazy. And you did not just magically become antisocial overnight. What you are feeling, that heavy resistance to leaving the house, that is not a character flaw. That is a biological trauma response. We have been judging ourselves for flaking, but what we are actually experiencing is something researchers call social atrophy. Think about it like this. If you broke your leg and spent 6 months in a cast, you would not yell at yourself for not being able to run a marathon the day the cast came off. You would understand that your muscles had atrophied. Well, in 2020, the whole world went into a cast. We stopped using our social muscles. We stopped dealing with the friction of real people. And now, just walking to the pub to see a friend can feel like running a marathon. It hurts. It's exhausting. We tried to protect our peace. We used all that therapy, speak about boundaries and capacity. But the truth is, we weren't just setting boundaries. We were building walls because we were hurt. We're not broken. We're just in rehab. And we've been trying to run on a broken leg. So, here is the secret knowledge. The stuff your brain is hiding from you. The reason you feel this relief when plans get canceled is due to a mechanism called the safety conservation loop. Neuroscience tells us that when we are isolated for a long time, our brain changes. Specifically, a part of the brain called the Dorsal Raphe Nucleus or DRN. Usually, the DRN acts like a hunger signal. When you're lonely, it tells you, go find people. Just like your stomach says, go find food. But researchers found something terrifying. If you stay isolated too long, your brain switches strategy. It thinks you are in a famine. So instead of making you hungry for connection, it suppresses the drive. It goes into metabolic conservation. It tries to save energy by making you want to stay home. So when you feel that I don't want to go feeling that isn't you. That is your ancient brain trying to save calories for a threat that no longer exists. And there's a second layer to this. We've developed something called threshold anxiety. Because we spent 2 years learning that home equals safe and outside equals uncertainty. Every time you try to cross the threshold of your door, your amygdala fires a microdose of cortisol. You interpret that stress as I must not want to go. But you do want to go. You are just chemically conditioned to fear the friction. And here is the most dangerous trick your mind plays on you. It's called the liking gap. You sit at home and think, they probably don't miss me that much anyway. They're busy. I don't want to bother them. Research shows we consistently underestimate how much people like us and how much they want to hear from us. We think we're giving them space. They think we've moved on. And in that silence, the friendship quietly dies. Not with a bang, but with a drift. Because we can't just try harder. Willpower doesn't work against biology. We have to hack the system. We're going to treat this like physical rehab. We start with small weights. Today, you should do what we call the zero friction. Right now, before this video even ends, you are going to close one open tab in your brain. We all have that friend we haven't texted because we feel guilty, and we think we need to write a whole paragraph explaining why. We're not going to do that. You're going to send this exact text, thinking of you. No need to reply. I just wanted to say hi. That's it. The no need to reply is the magic key. It removes the pressure for them, which removes the pressure for you. You are just re-establishing the line. You are proving to your brain that reaching out is safe. And ping. This week, you are going to use the 8-minute rule. Call a friend and say, hey, I only have 8 minutes before I have to run, but I really missed your voice. This tricks the brain. Your brain hates the unknown duration of a call. It fears getting stuck. But anyone can do 8 minutes. And usually, it feels so good you don't want to hang up. But even if you do, you've flooded your system with oxytocin instead of cortisol. The task for this month will be parallel play. This is the game changer. We often think hanging out means intense eye contact and deep conversation. That's high friction. We need low friction intimacy. Next time you have to go to Target, or walk the dog, or sit in a coffee shop to work, invite them to just exist near you. I'm going to Costco. Want to come? Or, I'm going to read at the cafe. Come sit with me. You don't need to entertain each other. You just need to be in the presence of another safe person. That is how you retrain your nervous system to relax around people again. Imagine this. 6 months from now. It's Friday at 5:30 p.m. Your phone buzzes. It's a friend. And instead of that tight dread in your chest, you feel a spark. You feel hunger. You grab your keys, you walk out the door, and you don't feel like you're surviving. You feel like you're living. We started this video talking about the relief of canceled plans, and that relief was real. It served a purpose. It protected us when the world was scary. But we don't need that protection anymore. What we need is to be known. We need to be witnessed. The social atrophy wasn't our fault, but the rehab is our responsibility. We're not broken. we're just rusty. And the friends you think have forgotten you. They're sitting on their couch, one shoe on, waiting for someone to be brave enough to break the silence. Let's be the ones who break it. You've got this. Thanks for watching.